Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to share with you a story that's both inspiring and heartbreaking. A story of dreams, sacrifice, and the unexpected twists of life. It's the story of Mr. Tendai, a hard-working Zimbabwean man who left his home and everything he knew to chase a better life in the United Kingdom. His dream, to build a beautiful house back in Zimbabwe and retire comfortably. But life had other plans. By the end of this story, you'll see just how important it is to plan wisely for the future and to never lose sight of the present. Stick around, because this is a story that could teach all of us a thing or two about life. Tendai grew up in a small village in Zimbabwe. He wasn't born into wealth, but he had something even more important. Big dreams and the determination to make them come true. In the early 1980s, when the economy in Zimbabwe started to struggle, Tendai saw an opportunity to improve his life. He heard stories of people going to the UK, making good money, and sending it back home. It wasn't an easy decision, but Tendai was determined. He said goodbye to his family, promising them he would return soon with enough savings to change their lives forever. Life in the UK wasn't easy for Tendai. The cold weather, the long shifts, and being far from his loved ones were all challenges he had to face. But Tendai wasn't one to complain. He quickly found work, juggling multiple jobs to make ends meet. During the day, he worked in factories, often standing on his feet for hours on end. At night, he cleaned offices or drove taxis to earn extra money. Every pound he made felt like a step closer to his dream, a step closer to the beautiful retirement home he envisioned in Zimbabwe. While others took holidays and breaks, Tendai stayed focused. He rarely spent on himself, choosing instead to send money back every month. Tendai didn't just work hard, he planned carefully. Back in Zimbabwe, his younger brother Simba was his right-hand man. Tendai trusted Simba to manage the construction of his dream home. Every month, Tendai sent a chunk of his savings to Simba, with clear instructions: build me a house like no other. A 2-story mansion with big bedrooms, modern bathrooms, and everything I'll need when I retire. And Simba delivered. Tendai received updates. Photos of the foundation being laid, bricks going up, and eventually, a massive, beautiful house taking shape. Each photo filled Tendai with pride. It was proof that his sacrifices were paying off. As the years passed, Tendai became a well-known figure in his community of Zimbabweans living in the UK. Many admired his work ethic and his unwavering focus on building a better future. But behind the scenes, Tendai was growing older. His body started showing signs of wear and tear from years of hard labor. At 70 years old, Tendai finally felt ready to retire. By this point, he had spent over 35 years in the UK without ever visiting home. He convinced himself that it had all been worth it. His dream house was waiting for him, and he couldn't wait to see it. When Tendai finally arrived back in Zimbabwe, it was a moment of pure joy. His family welcomed him with singing and dancing, happy to see the man who had sacrificed so much for them. When he stood in front of his house, Tendai couldn't hold back the tears. It was everything he had dreamed of. A grand, modern 2-story mansion with beautiful gardens, tall gates, and all the luxuries he had imagined. Tendai felt proud of what he had achieved. At that moment, he thought to himself, it was all worth it. Little did he know that this joy would be short-lived. Tendai's excitement faded quickly when he tried to climb the stairs to see the bedrooms. His legs, weakened from years of hard work, couldn't handle the climb. Every step was a struggle, and it became clear that he couldn't live comfortably in the house he had built. Soon after, Tendai's health worsened, and he found himself confined to a wheelchair. The luxurious bedrooms and en-suite bathroom upstairs were now out of reach. He had to set up his living space in the lounge downstairs, where he spent most of his time looking out at the garden. To make matters worse, the en-suite bedroom upstairs, which Tendai had designed for himself, ended up being used by the garden boy who took care of the property. This wasn't the retirement Tendai had envisioned. The house, which was supposed to be his dream home, had become a symbol of misplaced priorities. He had spent decades building a life that no longer suited his needs. Tendai's story is both inspiring and heartbreaking. He achieved so much through hard work and determination, but he missed one crucial step, thinking about how his future might look as he aged. He planned for the house, but didn't plan for the life he would live in it. And because of that, the dream he worked so hard for turned into a bittersweet reality. So, what can we learn from Tendai's story? First, life is unpredictable. While it's good to plan for the future, it's equally important to live in the present. Tendai could have visited home more often, checked on his progress, and made adjustments to his plan. Second, involve yourself in your dreams, not just financially, but physically and emotionally. Lastly, think ahead. Life changes as we age, and it's important to build a future that fits every stage of our journey, not just one part of it. I hope Tendai's story inspires you to think about your own dreams and plans. Work hard? Yes. But don't forget to enjoy the moments along the way. If this story touched you, please like, comment, and share it with others who might need to hear it. Let's keep the conversation going, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and remember to live wisely. If you enjoyed this real-life story, please help our channel to grow by liking, subscribing, and sharing.